A body in the freezer, for profit or for love. Zhao Li and Dongqing woke up to find the boy had left the inn, taking their clothes with him. They drove to the boy's home to ask Susan, Dashan's wife, for information. Susan was dressed elegantly, but had a sharp tongue. She eyed them with suspicion, showing no signs of the struggles of a widow raising a child alone. Dongqing explained their purpose, but Susan insisted that Dashan had simply disappeared. She lashed out at them and drove them away. From the local shopkeeper, Zhao Li and Dongqing learned that Susan had claimed Dashan ran off with a woman from the neighboring village. Yet, after Dashan's disappearance, Susan's family had become the wealthiest in the village. Men often visited, bringing expensive gifts. Rumors swirled, and the two began to doubt Susan's character. Back at the inn, Zhao Li told Dashan what they'd learned. Dashan couldn't believe that his perfect wife might have betrayed him. Overwhelmed with grief, the room's temperature plummeted. Suddenly, the lights went out. Dongqing looked out the window. The entire village had lost power. This blackout revealed Dashan's secret. He remembered that during a previous outage, the frost on his body had started to melt. Zhao Li recalled the shopkeeper mentioning a large freezer delivered to Susan's house. That night, Zhao Li and Dongqing sneaked into Susan's home. There, they found a massive, locked freezer. Susan appeared, holding a kitchen knife, but Zhao Li remained calm and began shouting. Susan panicked. Inside the freezer was Dashan's body. It turned out that during the mining accident, Dashan had been the 10th victim. According to regulations, a mine had to be shut down if 10 or more deaths occurred, and those responsible would face consequences. To cover up the truth, they struck a deal with Susan. Dashan's body would be sealed in the freezer, and in return, they would help her son leave the remote village. Susan loved her husband deeply, but for her son's future, she chose to compromise. For 10 years, she endured the rumors and kept Dashan frozen in the freezer. Dongqing told Susan he could see ghosts. It was her act of sealing Dashan's body that trapped his soul, forcing him to endure the icy torment day and night. Susan wanted to see her husband, but Zhao Li claimed Dashan, influenced by the rumors, didn't want to see her. Susan was heartbroken. She didn't fear the rumors, but she couldn't bear the thought of her beloved husband distrusting her. In her sorrow, she finally opened the freezer that had been sealed for a decade. Dashan's body lay inside. Susan threw herself at the freezer, weeping as she poured out her grievances from the past 10 years. Suddenly, she felt a chill. Dongqing saw Dashan standing behind her, gazing at her with deep affection. Dashan had never imagined his wife had sacrificed so much for him. At that moment, he realized the decade of icy suffering was worth it. For the sake of his wife and son's better life, he was willing to endure anything. Susan knelt, begging Zhao Li to take Dashan away and grant him peace. But Dashan refused to leave. He was willing to endure the endless cold to continue watching over his family. In the end, Zhao Li fulfilled his promise to the mountain god, reuniting the family. As they left, the boy told them that although he was going away, he would return one day. Like his ancestors, he would protect the mountains and their deity. Watching the boy walk away, Zhao Li smiled. Perhaps one day, the mountain god would return.